It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, man, it is what? It's 50 degrees in Austin. It is super nice out there. It's supposed to be rainy and crappy, but that's what hanging out on the Friday Night Trivia Net's all about. And you are listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147320 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting on, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel on Discord, and that's where most of the fun that we can't talk about on the repeater is. So swing by and join the fellas hanging out there. We also have planes, trains, and automobiles playing over in the video net, so if you want a little Thanksgiving prequel, go check it out there. Now that you have your device open, a web browser, and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided up into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics, let's see what y'all think. Round 1 is military movies. Round 2, TV theme songs. Round 3, a regional U.S. fast food. And round 4, this one's for Sammy, 50 years of ABBA. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are welcome during gameplay because it's Friday night and it's supposed to have some fun on this thing, right, y'all? At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, we're going to shut down the bingo machine. Looks like Sasquatch is coming in first place, followed by Randy, N5YTT, and Mike, W7QAG. Looks like old Dixie is back with us as well, so that's always a fun one. Once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. We're going to get you moved over into the official Friday Night Trivia Net. If you would, please make your name look like those over there on the right. I would certainly appreciate it. It makes processing and getting all the scores into the system a whole lot easier. And of course, every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize is a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. Congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary memberships as well as requests to join our Discord community. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the Trivia Net before, I'm going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works. So make sure you're next to your device because here we go. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. So it looks like we got 27 people hanging out with us so far. We got Philip, AC5G. He's over in East Austin. We have Alex, KD5AJZ from Pasadena, Texas. Welcome, Alex. I think this is your first time. We got Benjamin, KI5YDV from Hallettsville. We got Laura, KI5OLG down in Alvin, Texas. She's got the big antenna up tonight. We got Matthew, KI5VND, in Buda. We got Matthew. That means we might have an Aaron around here, too. We got Russ, W5ISH in Edna, Texas. We got Chad from Louise. We have Ashley, KI5MVF. She's over in Holiday, Dreadville. Aw, poor thing. Richard, W5SBD, is in Rosanke. We've got Steve and Pat, KG5LAA in Burnett, Texas. Welcome, y'all. We got Ernesto, KI5PZN in Austin. Oh, man. We got Incognito. He's back from Austin. We got Chris, W5CUY in Louise, Texas. Norman, N5ZOT from Austin. Oh, Jeffrey, KI5MVF. He must be too sleepy to come up with something fun. He's just in Austin. We got Ben, KI5RBT, and if we got a Ben, we got a Kent. They're hanging out in Pflugerville. We got Les back from Midland, Texas, N5LMB. We got Covey, K5VEY, camping in Ganado, Texas. Ooh, that's going to be a cold one. We got Jason, KB5MPJ down in Buda. We got Scott, KI5OBD. He's receive only tonight. He's in Mansfield, Texas. We got Bill, W5ITZ out in Ganado as well. We got Dixie. Old Dixie Normus is back from Louise, Texas. We got Randy, N5YTT in Kempner, Texas. We got Shay, a.k.a. Fart Bucket. He's over there in Del Valley. Mike, W7QAG, is in Sugarland. And Sky, N5LX, hanging out in Oak Hill. Well, that is quite a bit of people. We got 29 people hanging out with us. Let's see if anybody has any questions. Now would be a good time. So come with your name and call sign. And while we're waiting to see if anybody's got any questions, we're going to move everybody into round number 1. And nothing heard, so that means it's time to take care of business. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. All right, here we go. Question number 1. In what country is the World War drama All Quiet on the Western Front set? So, let's see. Looking like Austria is the number 1 answered, followed by France, Germany, and Russia. So, where is this drama set? It is Germany. All Quiet on the Western Front was made in 1930, and it's based on the 1928 novel In the West, Nothing New. It is an anti-war story about soldiers on the Western Front of Germany during World War I. Question number 2. What actor-director helmed the 2014 biographical film American Sniper? Well, overwhelmingly, y'all are going with Clint Eastwood. Let's see. We got Robert Redford coming in second. George Clooney, number 3. Only one of you voted for Jodie Foster. So let's see who it was. It was Clint Eastwood. American Sniper is a true story of Chris Kyle. One of the best sharpshooters in American military history, was directed by Clint Eastwood. Guess we got a lot of American Sniper fans in here. This is going to be a good round. Question number 3. What is the titular Big Red One in Samuel Fuller's 1980 World War II epic? Looks like y'all think it's an enemy code name. Army Division number coming in second, followed by Battleship and Rescue Mission. So what is the Big Red One? It is an Army Division number. The Big Red One came out in 1980 and is based on director Samuel Fuller's experience in World War II serving in a division known by their Army Division number, the Big Red Number 1, on their insignia patch. Question number 4. What Oliver Stone Vietnam conflict was originally titled Break? .75% going with Platoon. We got a tie for Casualties of War and Born on the 4th of July for second and third. Heaven and Earth coming in number 4th. So let's see, what was originally titled Break? Y'all are good at this. It was Platoon. Platoon was originally titled Break and is based on Oliver Stone's personal experiences in Vietnam. Stone originally wanted the film to star Jim Morrison and be scored by the Doors. That did not happen. Question number 5, and halfway through round number 1, what elite military special forces group does Demi Moore's Jordan O'Neill join in G.I. Jane? Little over half of you went with Navy SEALs. We got Delta Force coming in second, followed by Army Rangers and Force Recon. So what did G.I. Jane join? It was the Navy SEALs. Though G.I. Jane was released in 1997, the Navy SEALs wouldn't open their ranks to women soldiers until 2016. All right, well, let's take a look at the score and see who's doing what. We got the Trivia Robot in the number 1 spot. Check it out. KI5RVT in the number 1 spot. Cubby coming in second. K5VEY and Mike W7QAG in the number 3 spot. While y'all are checking out your scores, we're going to remind everybody out there you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to N5OAK.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you can be hanging out with us. We got 29 people playing so far, but that's sure to change before the end of the night. And it's time for question number 6, so y'all place your bets. This is a good flick. Who set the record for most weight gained for a movie role for his performance in Full Metal Jacket? Well, looks like Vincent is coming in number 1. We got a tie for Matthew and Adam for second and third. Arliss coming in number 4. So who put on the most weight? It was indeed Vincent D'Onofrio. I think that's how you say his name. He gained 70 pounds to play Private Pyle in Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket, a record that still stands to this day. Wow, 70 pounds. That's all there is to it. All right, so 44% of you got that. That was 12 of you. What did this do to the score? This put Holly, W5LUL, in the number 1 spot. Way to go, Holly. She got 276 points on that one. Incognito coming in second. They got 265, and Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 3 spot. He got 174 points on that one. So let's see how you do with question number 7. Which of these war epics was not directed by Steven Spielberg? Y'all are going with The Thin Red Line. That one's in the number 1 spot. Empire of the Sun coming second, followed by War Horse and Saving Private Ryan. So which of these war epics was not directed by Steven Spielberg? Survey says The Thin Red Line. Steven Spielberg has directed a myriad of wartime films, but the World War II epic The Thin Red Line was helmed by Terrence Malick. That was in 1998. Question number 8. What Hollywood classic features Audie Murphy from the most decorated soldier in the U.S. military history playing himself? So Kent, I have no idea who Terrence Malick is. I just read the prompter, man. That's my job. So let's see where y'all are going. To Hell and Back coming in number 1, followed by Sounds of Iwo Jima, 12 O'Clock High, and nobody picked They Were Expendable. So let's see who is correct here. Is it the 66%? It is indeed. To Hell and Back stars Audie Murphy in a story about his service in World War II, where he won every U.S. combat medal for valor, along with medals from France and Belgium for heroism. Awesome. Question number 9. Who lied about his age when he was only 14 years old in order to appear in Apocalypse Now? So see, Kent does know everything. He knew who it was before I even said the words. All right, so let's see what y'all think. Who was the 14-year-old? Lawrence Fishburne is where you are going with this one. Denzel Washington coming in second, followed by Forrest Whitaker and Samuel L. Jackson. So who was only 14 years old to an Apocalypse Now? You're right, it was Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne told producers he was 16 years old in order to be in Apocalypse Now in 1979. But the film took so long to finish, he was 17 by the time it came out. All right, question number 10 and the end of our military movie round. In what African nation does director Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down take place? $64% of you went with Somalia, followed by Rwanda, Sudan. None of y'all picked Ethiopia, so let's see. Where does Black Hawk Down take place? You all are correct. It is in Somalia. Black Hawk Down came out in 2001. It's the true story of various armed special forces units fighting to survive a night of intense battle in Mogadishu, Somalia, and is based on Mark Bowden's 1999 book of the same name. Well, that's going to do it for round number 1 of the military movies. Let's see how everybody did. We're going to add up the scores real quick. Kent, KI-5 RBT made his way back up to number 1. We got Incognito at number 2, and Cubby coming in number 3. Congratulations to the top 3 of you. Let's go talk to Kent, KI-5 RBT. Man, you missed 1. Which one got you?
I missed the Country for All Quiet on the Western Front. It's been years since I've seen that movie, and I thought it was actually from around Brussels, Belgium, but Germany. I knew it was German. KI-5 RBT.
Roger, man. Well, we got Incognito in second place. I wonder if Incognito wants to come and tell us which 2 got them. Nope, must be shy tonight. Well, let's go talk to Cubby, K5VEY. That's 7 out of 10. Which one's got you? Cubby is with a long O, which would make it Kofi. Is that correct? Kind of like comfy? No, that's not it either. Let's go talk to Holly with a short O, W5LUL. Holly, you got 6 out of 10. Which one's got you?
Well, we got the Saving Private Ryan one wrong. The Sands of Iwo Jima, and the Big Red One, and another one. I know, Dave's a military movie junkie. I was just riding his coattails. B5LUL.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because you're in number 4, and let's see, where's old Dave? I don't even see him on the scoreboard. I see Dixie is back, but, alright, well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, for those of you hanging out there and haven't checked in yet, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you too can be playing along with us. I'm going to fire up the first intermission, and we will see you all. Actually, I got to get you over in there. We're going to move you into our first intermission, and we'll see you in 4 minutes. All right, we are done with round one intermission. And you are correct, Kent. Blanket parties are a real thing. They're a little bit different at my house, but they are a real thing. All right, let's move over into round number two. Get y'all ready for this. Round number two is all about TV theme songs. So let's see how you do on that. While y'all are getting ready for round number two, we're going to remind everybody just one more time that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. If you want to come hang out with us and play some trivia, if you know anything about TV theme songs, this is it. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And if you're not licensed, come up with something funny. We've got a lot of funny people in this group, that's for sure. We've also had old presidents and new presidents. We had Beavis and Butthead last weekend. So, make it fun and make it lighthearted. We do have kids that play with us, but, they're adult-ish, right? So here we go, round number two, TV theme songs. We're going to let all the repeaters take a quick breath, and when we come back, we will be ready with question number one. Just one more time, Bill. That's it. And then we got one more time around question 5, and then one more time in round number 3. So, just one more at a time. That's all we do. All right, let's fire up round number 2. Question number 1. What classic TV theme song rhymes horse, course, endorse, and horse? Well, Mr. Ed is taking it by 89%. Petticoat Junction coming in second, followed by Green Acres and the Beverly Hillbillies. I think maybe y'all are onto something, because, Mr. Ed is correct. Starting in 1961, the weekly adventures of Talking Horse Mr. Ed began with an immortal line, "A horse is a horse, of course, unless it's Mr. Ed." Question number 2. What acclaimed series used various versions of Tom Waits' Way Down in the Hole for each of its 5 seasons? So I would have been totally screwed on this because I never watched any of these TV shows, so I would have been guessing. Y'all seem to have guessed that Oz was the correct answer, followed by Orange is the New Black, The Wire, and Prison Break. So what show was it? It was The Wire. 6 of you knew that. Written by Tom Waits and originally released in 1987, Way Down in the Hole opened The Wire starting in 2002. The series used different versions of the songs, including from the Blind Boys of Alabama, Waits himself, the Neville Brothers, and Domaji? Not real sure, and Steve Earle to reflect the mood of each season. So there you have it. It was The Wire. Question number 3. What is the actual title of mega producer Quincy Jones's iconic theme to Sanford and Sons? Well, let's see. Rags to riches, 56% of you. The junk pile coming in second, followed by Something for Elizabeth and the Street Beater. So only one person picked on the Street Beater, and 14 went with Rags to Riches. So 56% of you, y'all are wrong. It was the one person that picked the Street Beater, and that person, believe it or not, was Matthew, KI5VND. We got to go talk to Matthew and see, Matthew, did you know this, or were you just guessing?
This is KI5VND. That was totally a guess from my dad. And then he started second guessing himself. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. KI5VND, yeah.
Well, way to go, man. You and Dad got it right. Y'all are the only ones that got it right. Let's see what question number 4 brings us. What TV theme song opens with the lyrics, "Baby, if you ever wonder whatever became of me"? Something tells me y'all know this. Y'all are going with WKRP in Cincinnati. We got a tie for Welcome Back, Kotter and the Patty Duke Show. Taxi coming in, number 4. So let's see, what is it? Yeah, it's WKRP in Cincinnati. The catchy theme song was written, or the show went from 1978 to 1982, and the song continues with "I'm living on the air in Cincinnati." Cincinnati, WKRP. Question number 5, and halfway through our TV theme song round. Let's see how y'all do with this one. What singer-songwriter composed the theme songs for both Bosom Buddies and Dave's World? Well, Billy Joel, man, he was eking right there, and he was neck and neck with James Taylor, and he finally sprang out into first place. Stevie Wonder coming in third, Elton John number 4. So let's see who is correct. It's those of y'all that picked Billy Joel. When it launched in 1980, Bosom Buddies used Billy Joel's "My Life" as a theme song, and in 1993, Dave's World used Southside Johnny's cover of Joel, "You May Be Right," for its theme. All right, well, that's halfway through. Let's add up the scores and see. We got Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 1 spot. Matthew, KI5VND, in the number 2 spot. And he is tied with Mike, W7QAG, for second place. They both have 234 points. So y'all check out your scores. And while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody one more time, Bill, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5DBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can come play with us. Come check into tonight's Trivia Net. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got 29 people hanging out with us, and question number 6 is coming up, so y'all know what to do. Place your bets. All right, question number 6. Which of these instrumental TV theme songs reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100? So, Kent, bet Cody has to work. He'll usually be in around round 2, 3, or 4, usually. And that's when the game becomes rigged. I rig it just for him. So let's see what you think. Miami Vice coming in at number 1, followed by Hawaii Five-0, Peter Gunn, and Dragnet. Let's see which one of these was on the Billboard Hot 100. Miami Vice, written and performed by Czech-American musician John Hammer. The theme from Miami Vice reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1985. The next instrumental to top the Billboard charts wouldn't happen until 2013 with Harlem Shake. So 52% of you got that right. That means it's pretty much anybody's game on this one. Kent is hanging out in the number 1 spot. Jason, KB5MPJ, is in the number 2 spot now. And Matthew, KI5VND, down in spot number 3. Question number 7. Despite the fact that the titular detective owned a cockatoo, R3, the theme song to Beretta is called Keep Your Eye on the Blank. Well, right at 50% of you say Sparrow. Eagle coming in second. We got Robin and Bluebird tied for third and fourth. So what is it called? It's called Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow. Keep your eye on the Sparrow. Question number 8. Which Star Trek spinoff ditched the series' traditional orchestral music for theme song with lyrics? Let's see how many Star Trek nerds there are in tonight's game. Let's see. Y'all seem to go with Star Trek Enterprise, followed by Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and then Star Trek The Next Generation. So let's see which one it was. It was Star Trek Enterprise. The theme to Star Trek Enterprise, Faith of the Heart by Russell Watson, is largely revealed as Star Trek fans in routinely places that surveys the worst TV theme song ever. The worst TV theme song ever. They're just used to what they're used to. Question number 9. Which of these series features a theme song written specifically for the show, not a pre-existing piece of music? Well, y'all are going for the Golden Girls. That's what you're thinking? All right. Cobb's coming in second, followed by Cheers and The Sopranos. So let's see, whose show got a nifty theme song just for them? It was Cheers. There you have it. 5 people got that right. Let's see, Chad got that right. Bill, W5ITZ, got that right. Jason, KB5MPJ, got that right. As well as Philip, AC5G, and Randy, N5YTT. All right, let's do question number 10 and end up TV theme songs round. What medical comedy theme song was sung by a painting of 18th century doctors and a pair of anthropomorphic kidneys? So I have no idea what this is. Y'all think Royal Pains is where it's at. We got a tie for Nurse Jackie, and this is going to hurt. Nobody picked B positive. So I guess that can't be it. Except it is. Although the theme song was sung by I don't even know the name, beginning of season number 2, the first season of Be Positive featured a Monty Python-style animation which figures in a painting, including the kidneys, mouthing the words to the theme song. The song itself was written by series creator Chuck Lorre and Keb Mo, who also provided the vocals. All right, never seen Be Positive. I've never seen these things singing. So either we all need to do some more LSD or something. But yeah, I would have had no clue. Well, there you have it. That's round number 2. We're going to add up the scores and see Ashley snuck her way into the top. KI5 MVF. Way to go, Ashley. Jason, KB5 MPJ in the number 2 spot, and Kent, KI5 RBT down to number 3. So let's go talk to Ashley, KI5 MVF. Ashley, how hard of a round was this for you?
This was 98% lucky guessing. I was shocked when you said that I was number 1, but I guess that just goes to show that this was just kind of obscure for all of us.
Right, either that or it's rigged. Well, we got Jason, KB5 MPJ. Jason, tell us about your concert on Thursday, and you missed 4, man. Which one's got you?
KB5 MPJ. Yeah, so the concert on Thursday, Ray and I went down to Green Hall and saw the Archangels play. So a couple of the guys in that band played with Stevie Ray Vaughan, so they're kind of Austin blues music royalty. And as far as this round, I'm usually pretty good with any music-related rounds, but I did have to guess on a couple of these, and I definitely didn't know the Be Positive one or the Bosom Buddies one. Back to Net Control.
Yeah, I've never heard of Be Positive. I remember Bosom Buddies. I just, like, on the TV, I just remember them dressing up like women. I was a kid, and so that's why it stuck in my brain, but I couldn't tell you what it was about or anything else. It was a strange one. Well, all right, man. Well, it sounds like y'all had fun last night. Glad you made it home safe. Let's go talk to Kent, KI5 RVT. He's in the number 3 spot. Are you a TV watcher there, Kent?
I used to be. Mostly it's YouTube and Hulu and Netflix and stuff like that, but I missed 5, so that doesn't make me feel super good about this. I missed 5. I missed quite a bit, so KI5 RBT.
Right on. Yeah, I'm behind on television. I just finished up Breaking Bad, and I love that so much. I did watch Better Call Saul, and I think I like that better than Breaking Bad. I think it's just the way it was shot. I think they did better on that, but I love both of them. So I'm kind of behind on the TV as well. All right, well, let's add up both rounds and see who's doing what on the Friday Night Trivia Net. Kent is still in the number 1 spot with 1,336 points. We got Incognito in the number 2 spot with 1,089 points, and Matthew, KI5VND. Way to go, Matthew, in the number 3 spot for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. This particular intermission is going to ask you who your favorite Net Controller is for Thursday. Y'all light that up. It's a whole lot of fun over there in the Net Control channel that most of y'all don't get to see, but they love it when they win. So y'all vote for somebody, even if you weren't there on Thursday. It's a fun little bit of contention. We'll see y'all back in 4 minutes for round number 3. And just like that, you're right, Bill. It's time for one more time. Looks like Sammy N5TXR won the favorite Thursday night NAT controller. If only he was here so that he could see that. That would be very special, I'm sure. All right, so round number 3 is coming up next. And round number 3, if I can get over there fast enough to push the button, is regional U.S. fast foods. This one's going to be a fun one. It's going to test your knowledge. But just like Bill said, one more time, we got to tell you, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your NAT control for tonight. You can come play with us. We got 29 people hanging out, plus all their friends. And all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And something I should tell you, since next week is Thanksgiving, I am taking the week off, and I will not be doing the Trivia Net, but I'm going to go ahead and set up one that will be automatic. So if you want to play, you can still play trivia. It'll be all 4 rounds plus the elimination. It might be better in your opinion because I'm not sitting here, horsing around. But the Trivia Net will happen. It will just be a silent one. It'll be like before the talkies were here. It'll be an automatic game. Y'all can come in and play. We're not going to do the bingo because the bingo does not work well in automatic mode. So 9 o'clock. Next Friday, the Trivia Net will be automated, and you can still play, and it'll still count. But I'm taking the week off. And I timed out the repeater. So for those of you that didn't get that, yeah, I'm taking next Friday off, but the Trivia Net will be here. So y'all come and play if you want to, but it's going to be all automatic. All right, so we're at round number 3, regional U.S. fast foods. If you have any questions about that, you can talk to me on Discord or during the intermissions, either way. But let's get round number 3 fired up and see how you do and what you know about your fast foods. Question number 1. What is the oldest restaurant chain in the United States established in California in 1923? A little over half of you went for A&W. Dairy Queen number 2, In-N-Out Burger number 3, and Waffle House number 4. Pretty much the way they were all there. So let's see if y'all are right on the A&W. You are. I changed out In-N-Out Burger for something else. I was trying to throw you, but it didn't look like it worked. Root beer legends Roy Allen and Frank Wright set up the first A&W restaurant in Sacramento, California in 1923. At one point in the 1970s, there were more A&W locations than McDonald's. I find that hard to believe. Question number 2. Often linked with a motel of the same name, what restaurant chain lasted for nearly 100 years until it closed in early 2022? Well, a whopping 73% of you went with Howard Johnson, followed by Hard Rock Cafe, Bennigan's. Nobody picked IHOP, I guess because they're still around. Although remember when they were going to be IHOB, the International House of Bacon? All right, so let's see. Are you correct? You are indeed. It was Howard Johnson. That was one of the largest chains throughout the 1960s and 70s. Howard Johnson closed its last restaurant in Lake George, New York in March of 2022. Question number 3. Known for butter burgers, frozen custard, and cheese curds, Culver's fast food chain was founded where? Well, look at this. Wisconsin coming in first, followed by Minnesota, Missouri, and Indiana. So, well, where is Culver's located? They're from Wisconsin. Operating mainly in the Midwest, fast casual chain Culver's was founded in the Culver family in Sauk City, Wisconsin in 1984. I love that there's, I've been to the one in Austin and the one in Dripping Springs. I think it's interesting that that's one of the first things, or one of the only, fast food places for a long time in Dripping Springs. Question number 4, East Coast Diner Friendly's still uses the slogan, life with extra blank. Well, let's see. Sprinkles is taking in the first spot, followed by toppings, sundaes. Nobody picked ice cream. So what is it? Life with extra sprinkles is it. Massachusetts-based Friendly's has used a variety of slogans since 1935, including creating memories since 1935, where ice cream makes the meal, and life with extra sprinkles. I think it's time for some new marketing people, because those are all terrible. Question number 5, and halfway through the fast food round, East Coast gas station and beloved sandwich chain Wawa takes its name from a Native American word meaning this. So y'all are pretty much going with Traveler, almost 80% of you. Waterfall coming in second, followed by Wild Horse. Nobody picks Snow Goose. Wawa doesn't mean snow goose, I guess. So let's see. What does Wawa mean? It means snow goose, idiots. That's what it means. Though the company's logo actually features a Canadian goose, the word Wawa is derived from the indigenous Ojibwe word Wewe, pronounced Wewe, meaning snow goose. And there you have it. Nobody had a clue. I didn't have a clue. I would have gone with Traveler as well. It just kind of makes sense. But yeah, so when you go to the Wawa, think snow goose. That's what you need to think. Stick all this worthless crap in your head. It'll be fun at Thanksgiving, I promise. All right, so that's question number 5. Let's add up the scores and see. Oh man, Matthew, KI5BND, man, he's getting in here. Scott, KI5OBD in the number 2 spot, and Steve, KG5LAA in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody, Bill, one more time. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BVS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We are halfway through round number 3, so you still got a round and a half left if you want to come play. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. You better get in here, though. We got 5 questions left. Question number 6 is coming in, and it's time to place your bets. This is going to be a fun one. What Bronx-based casual chain specialized in Jamaican patties and jerk chicken? All right, so Sam, AI5IR, says he can hear the repeater S3 from Bastrop with an HT. I wonder if he can get into the repeater on 5 watts. Let's give him a chance. Sam, AI5IR, you want to get in here and see if we can talk to you?
Here's IR, let me know.
Holy crap, it worked. It's a little scratchy there, but yeah, we totally got you, man. All right, well, we can't talk about Sam anymore. He's listening. So let's see what y'all think here. 58% are going with Jollibee, followed by Golden Crust, Waffle and Dingies, and Gray's Papaya. Let's see. It's Golden Crust, considered one of the top Jamaican businesses in the country. Golden Crust serves Caribbean fast casual food and proudly features 9 varieties of Jamaican patty. All right, well, let's see. 5 of you got that right. That put Norman, N5ZOT, in the number 1 spot. He got 228 points off of that one. Sky, N5LX, welcome to the top 3, Sky, with 210 points. And Jason, KB5MPJ, he's in the 3rd spot. He got 152 points. So let's talk to Norman, N5ZOT, because, yeah, I don't know what a Jamaican patty is. Norman, do you know what a Jamaican patty is?
No idea. I didn't know what any of those things were. Total guess.
All right, well, let's make this easy. If anybody knows what a Jamaican patty is, come and tell us, because we're all curious. Yeah, man. All right. Nobody knows. Not even Bill. All right, well, let's see how we do with question number 7. The fast food round seems to be getting y'all. As of 2022, in which U.S. state would you find the only location of fast casual chain Zippy's? So y'all have no clue. It's a straight up tie between Hawaii and California. Alaska's coming in 3rd and Washington 4th. So where's Zippy's? It's in Hawaii. Serving American, Asian, and Hawaii fusion food, Zippy has over 20 locations in Hawaii. Plans to open an outlet in Las Vegas were put on hold due to COVID-19. Question number 8. What fast food chain introduced a bacon milkshake in 2012 as part of their Merry Bacon ad campaign? I'm telling you, Bill, you should do stand-up. Like, y'all need to get in. If y'all aren't in on the Discord, you got to get in here on the Discord. Bill is cracking me up. All right, half of you went with Jack in the Box. Steak and Shake coming in 2nd, followed by In-N-Out Burger and Five Guys. So bacon milkshake. Who did this? I think I know. Yeah, it's Jack in the Box, the very stoner-friendly fast food place. Since its opening in 1951 in San Diego, California, Jack in the Box has served a variety of fast food items from tacos to egg rolls, poppers to panitos. It also rotates milkshake menus such as pumpkin pie shakes, Oreo mint shakes, eggnog shakes, and in 2012, the bacon milkshake. That is just, oof. empanada things. That looks really good, Ernesto. Yeah. Are those empanadas? That's kind of what they look like. All right, question number 9. Which of these sub sandwich shops was founded by 3 New Jersey friends in 1964? Half of you are going with Blimpie. Jimmy John's coming in second, followed by Subway, Eat Fresh, and Quiznos. So, which of these sandwich shops was founded by 3 guys from New Jersey? It was Blimpie. There's a whole paragraph here, but apparently, this is the interesting part. They just picked the name from a dictionary because they thought the word sounded like a sandwich. So, there you have it. Just open the dictionary. Question number 10 and the end of the regional U.S. fast food round. What type of fast food does regional chain Bojangles specialize in? Well, y'all are overwhelmingly going with Southern Fried Chicken as the number 1. So let's see, is that right? Yeah, it is. Primarily located in the southern United States, Bojangles specializes in seasoned fried chicken and buttermilk biscuits. All right, well, that's the end of round number 3. So let's see how we did. Oh, check it out. Sky N5LX is in the number 1 spot. Good for you, man. Norman, N5ZOT in the number 2 spot, and Steve, KG5LAA in the number 3 spot. Let's go chat with Sky, N5LX. He only missed 3. Which one's got you, man?
This is N5LX. Hi to everybody. I got the last one wrong. Never heard of that place. Let's see, what was the other one I got? The East Coast gas station question, that was pretty funny. Wild horse, and snow goose, so it's like, do the customers imagine that's what's in the sandwich? That's kind of weird. I think the first one I got wrong too, A&W, and actually, when I was in high school, I kind of liked that restaurant, but I got it wrong.
Yeah, anymore, now they have A&W that's merged with Long John Silver's. And I can do Long John's about once a year, go in for a good oil change. But, yeah, man, A&W, it's just kind of like any other burger right about now. All right, let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. He did the same thing. He only got 3 wrong. Which one's got you, Norman?
Wawa, bacon milkshake, which I have to say sounds disgusting, and I said Jimmy John's by accident. I did mean to say Blimpie, but that was just a guess. I knew it wasn't Jimmy John's, but that's what I came in at. But it wouldn't have been enough for number 1.
Roger, man. Yeah, the Wawa got everybody. That was too fun. All right, well, let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA, and see, same thing. So everybody missed 3. They all got 7 out of 10 right, but the point spread's from 490 to 623. So that number 6 question where you can bet your points and also, faster or slower. Which one's got you, Steve?
The one about Culver's, what state it originated in, I had no idea. The only place I've ever seen one was in Austin. The other one, I can't believe I missed the Wawa name. I thought Traveler was a no-brainer, but anyway. And The Jamaican patty one, of course, I had no clue. I just guessed and that was wrong. But KG5LA, back to Ned.
Yeah, apparently that one's Jamaican everybody crazy. Nobody knows what a Jamaican patty is. I know what jerk chicken is. I think we all know what that is. But, all right, well, we're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. We got one more round, so you better get in here and make it happen. We're going to move you all into the third intermission, and we will see you for round number 4.
WZ5BBS, this is W5ITZ.
Go ahead, Bill.
Rusty, I have it on pretty good authority that we're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to us by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N50AK.
Well, I think you should take the rest of it as well. I'm tired of saying this. You got the rest of that memorized yet?
No, man, it's taken me 3 months to memorize that.
All right, well, that's Bill, our backup net control, and he is correct. You are listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, and you can check into the Night's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer, Bill. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org, click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. And if you are colorblind, that button might be gray. So whatever button's on the very bottom, just click that thing and you'll be in it. Lance, W5KEX, is cracking me up over in the Fox Hunt channel. That's a fantastic picture of Ernesto and I at 8 a.m. at Old Man Breakfast. All right, let's move everybody into round number 4. Round number 4 is 50 years of ABBA. This one's going to be interesting because I don't know. I think I know Dancing Queen. That's like the only song that I know of ABBA, and that they came out with some new album. So this one ought to be fun. I wish Sammy was here. Sammy's a huge ABBA fan, and man, he'd be racking up the points on this one. So let's get this started. Sky doesn't know what ABBA is. I find that hard to believe, Sky. Maybe. I think he's pulling my leg. But let's get this behind us, see how we're doing. Question number 1. What song did ABBA sing to win the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest, which launched them into international fame? Wow, whopping 55% went with Waterloo, followed by Love Isn't Easy, Ring Ring, and Another Town, Another Train. So let's see, what was it in 1974? It was Waterloo. At the 50th anniversary of the Eurovision Song Contest in 2005, ABBA's Waterloo was chosen as the best song in the competition's history. That's, I don't know about all that. Question number 2. Who is the oldest member of ABBA? Y'all are going with Bjorn, followed by Benny, Agnetha, and Annie Fried. So let's see. Bjorn is it. I don't think we have Bjorn in the game tonight. That would have been kind of fun. All right, question number 3. What is the title of ABBA's 1992 greatest hits disc, one of the best-selling albums of all time? Well, the majority of you are going with the best of ABBA, followed by Supertrax, Gold, and Hits. So what is the title of ABBA's 1992 Greatest Hits disc? It's Gold. Only 4 of you knew that. The original 1992 release of ABBA Gold contained 19 of the group's biggest hits. The album has since been reissued several times and has sold more than 30 million copies worldwide. Alright, so we got to see. Philip, AC5G, is an ABBA fan. Incognito is an ABBA fan. Matthew, KI5VND, man, we got to watch out for Matthew. And Jason, KB5MPJ. Alright, those guys y'all are going to have to watch out for in this round. Something tells me they're going to be doing alright. Question number 4. What country produced The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and Muriel's Wedding, which revived ABBA's music career in the mid-1990s? So just so you know, that picture has nothing to do with this. I was just bored this afternoon, so I thought I would video myself. All right, let's see. Australia coming in number 1, followed by Israel, Canada, and the UK. So let's see which one's correct. Australia. Both released in 1994, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and Muriel's Wedding included some of ABBA's classics on their soundtrack. And when these infectious, feel-good films from Australia became worldwide hits, ABBA fans reaped the benefits. So they say. Question number 5. What is the title of ABBA's 1981 studio album, their last release until 2021's Voyage? Super Trooper coming in first, followed by the album, and then a tie for Arrival and the Visitors. So let's see who is correct here. The Visitors. ABBA's The Visitors from 1981 was the first ever album to be recorded digitally. The only one of the first albums ever pressed to CD. So there you have it. Green is not my color, Bill. All right, well, I'll make a different version, and I'll send it to you in a text message. That's question number 5 from round number 4. Let's add up the scores and see. Matthew, KI5VND in the number 1 spot. Matthew, you were too young to be an ABBA fan. Incognito in the number 2 spot, and Jason, KB5MPJ in the number 3 spot. So question number 5, Bill. We're going to do this one more time. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can come play with us. We got 5 more questions, so you better hurry. But get in if you want to. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. It's question number 6. Y'all place your bets. Back to the Billboard Hot 100 we go. What was the only ABBA song to top the U.S. Billboard Hot 100? Check out those outfits, man. That is just awesome. All right, Dancing Queen coming in number 1, followed by Take a Chance on Me. Fernando and The Winner Takes It All tied for 3rd and 4th. So what was the only ABBA song to top the U.S. Billboard Hot 100? The correct answer is Dancing Queen. In their native Sweden, ABBA topped the charts 4 times. In the UK, they had 9 number 1s, and in the US, just one, 1976's Dancing Queen. So 80% of you got that right, so that's anybody's question here. It bumped Incognito into the number 1 spot. He got 294 points. Matthew, KI5VND, in the number 2 spot. He got 80 points. And Philip, AC5G, with 111 points. Way to go, Philip. You're up in the number 3 spot. Next time we go fox hunting, Philip, we're going to be jamming to ABBA. Question number 7. Who introduced ABBA into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2010? Who inducted them even? How about that? Look at how young the Bee Gees look. They are your number 1 choice, followed by Annie Lennox, Meryl Streep, and then Robin. I don't even know who Robin is. I'm sure I will get schooled on that one. So let's see, was it the Bee Gees? Yeah, it was. In his speech for ABBA's induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees said ABBA's music, harmonies, and melodies are in the word timeless. Timeless. That's what he said. Question number 8. We're just going to change this from 50 years of ABBA to Philip, AC5G. Question number 8. For what song did ABBA receive their one and only Grammy Award nomination? It is a tie between SOS and Knowing Me, Knowing You for the 1st and 2nd spot, and then a tie for I Still Have Faith in You and The Name of the Game for 3rd and 4th. So what song did they receive their only Grammy Award nomination? It doesn't sound like they won it. They just got nominated. I Still Have Faith in You, and I would love to know if this person knew, because Incognito was the winner. They are the only ones that knew. It took 50 years for Grammy voters to sit up and take notice of ABBA, giving them their first ever nomination in 2022 for I Still Have Faith in You. ABBA lost the award to Silk Sonic's Leave the Door Open. So there you have it. Way to go, Incognito. If only we knew who Incognito was. Question number 9. What state-of-the-art recording facility did ABBA create in 1978 out of a vacant movie house in Stockholm? Well, SOS Studios peaking at number 1, and we got a tie for the other 3. Eagle Studios, TY4TM Studios, sounds like a ham radio, and then Polar Studios. So let's see who's correct. Polar Studios. Oh, even Sky said it on the Discord. Polar Studios was created in 1978 by Benny and Bjorn, along with their manager Stig Anderson, and named for his record label Polar Music. ABBA recorded its last 3 albums prior to its hiatus in the studio, and it was used by a number of other groups, including Led Zeppelin and Genesis, before it closed in 2004. So let's see, Polar Studios, Joe, K5KUA got that right. Incognito, yet again, and Ernesto, KI5PZN. Way to go, Ernesto. Question number 10, and the end of this abysmal round. What kind of company held the copyright on the name ABBA and let the band take over the rights in 1973? All right, let's see. Home Goods coming in number 1. We got a tie for fish canning and pharmaceutical and travel guides. Only one person for that one. So who owned the copyright to ABBA to let them have it in 1963? It was the fish canning. In the early 1970s, ABBA was the name of a well-known fish canning company in Sweden. The group, which had been performing as Bjorn and Benny, negotiated with canners for the rights to the name, and according to them, the company agreed as long as the group doesn't make us feel ashamed for what you're doing. And they let them keep it. Who knew? All right, well, y'all stuck through round number 4. Let's see who the big ABBA fans of the group are. Incognito, man. Incognito is the number 1 ABBA fan. Matthew, KI5VND, coming in second, and Philip, AC5G. So Incognito is not going to talk to us. We already know that for a fact. So let's go talk to Matthew, KI5VND. Matthew, remind everybody how old you are and how in the world did you make this happen, man?
This is KI5VND. Yeah, I'm only 28 years old, and that was totally my mom and dad helping me out there with those answers. Back to you, Nat.
Well, way to go, Mom and Dad. You certainly helped them out. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G, our very own dancing queen. Let's see. He got half of them right and still managed to make number 3. So how big of an ABBA fan are you here, Philip?
No comments. Y'all enjoy the Fox Hunt this weekend. AC5G.
Oh, got a big no comment. Nope. All right, Sky wants to know who Incognito is. Well, it might rhyme with N5TXR, but we don't know that for a fact because they are incognito. So we don't know. They won't come in here and share that with us. Well, there's the top 3 of round number 4. Let's add up the scores and see who tonight's winner of the Friday Night Trivia Net is. It is Incognito. Oh, man, with a score of 2,235 points. Matthew, KI5VND, coming in second, and Kent, KI5RBT, in the number 3 spot. Congratulations, Incognito, on your number 1 win. Let's go talk to Matthew yet again, KI5VND. Matthew, what's going on at your house this weekend?
Nothing much, just going out shopping. Mostly gonna get myself a new bed. I've been anticipating on that for about a month now, so gonna get that done tomorrow. KI5VND.
Right on, man. Nothing like getting a new mattress. That's always nice. Get you a new bed. Well, cool. Well, hopefully that happens, and it's a good weekend. It's going to be crappy outside, so it's going to be a great weekend just to kind of stay in bed. Let's go chat with Kent, KI5RBT. The trivia robot is in the number 3 spot. Kent, what are you and Ben up to this weekend?
Not sure about Ben, but I'm probably going to be asleep the whole weekend again. I'm still getting over the crud. KI5 RBT.
Right on, man. Yeah, we missed you the last 2 weeks. I was telling somebody, I thought my SQL scripts were broken because your score didn't increment and neither did your games played. And I finally was like, oh yeah, you didn't play. Like, so I had to, I almost went through and was trying to debug the website though. Well, hope you get feeling better, man. And thanks for coming to hang out with us. It's always good to have you in here. Let's go talk to Jason, KB5MPJ. He's in the number 4 spot for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. Jason, what you got going on for the weekend?
This is KB5MPJ. Yeah, if the weather holds up, I may do a POTA out at Lockhart State Park. But if that doesn't happen, then yeah, I'm sure I'm not going to. And then I'll find something else to do that probably involves staying inside and maybe having a few beers or something. So yeah, back to net control.
Right on, man. We're doing some fox hunting tomorrow morning, so hopefully the weather hangs out for us. Well, good luck, man. Hope you have a good weekend. Let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA, and the number 5 spot for the net tonight. Steve, what's going on at your house this weekend?
Well, Rusty, I think we're going to be doing the same old, same old. There's no shortage of chores that need to be done around the house, and that's going to be inside the house. Obviously, going to be kind of rainy, so yard work's out of the question. And I just wanted to thank my wife, Pat, for helping me out in the first round with the military movies. I would have bombed so bad on it if she didn't help me, so I wanted to give her credit. KG5LA, back to net.
Roger, thanks, Pat, for making that happen. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Let's go talk to Sky N5LX. I know he's going to be fox hunting as well. You going to make it to Old Man Breakfast with us, Sky?
N5LX. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pry myself out of bed, but I'll give it a shot. I definitely want to do the fox hunt, but I don't want to become like a soggy cornflake. It looks like it's going to be cold and wet tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but I will be there at 8 a.m. smiling and force feeding myself, because that's what you do at the Old Man Breakfast. Ernesto, by 8 a.m., Ernesto's been up for like 10 hours. So he's just like bouncing around like, hey man, what's up? He's had like 15 cups of coffee, and I'm just like, you know, I get up in time to eat, and I'm not really hungry, but you know, I do it because it's fun, right? All right, well, let's go talk to Ben, KI5YDV. Ben, what you got going on this weekend?
Just gonna relax and do some honeydews. I got all week off and gonna take it easy. This is KI5YDV, back to net.
Honeydews and taking it easy, man. That sounds like a good weekend. Well, Scott, KI5OBD, is in the number 8 spot. Scott's up in Mansfield, so he's just hanging out on receive only. Scott, man, have a happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for playing, man, and hope y'all have a good weekend. Let's go talk to Laura, KI5OLG. Congratulations, Laura, being in the top 10. What you got going on at your house this weekend?
Hello, this is KI5OLG. Well, we've got some clothes shopping to get tomorrow. Then I'll be back home in time for the Alaska Morning Net, which is one of my most favorite nets. And other than that, just having a nice quiet weekend. This is KI5OLG, back to net.
You know, I started, I guess when COVID hit, I started listening to the Alaska Morning Net, and it was funny because, man, that thing went for like 6 hours, and they're just like, wow, this is turning into something that we thought. So it was kind of funny, but yeah, I used to have that on. So it's a fun net. It's always interesting. It's a fun group of people to check in on that. Well, let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. Norman, you're the top 10 player of tonight's Trivia Net. What's going on at your house this weekend? Well, Norman must be filling up his drink. We're going to send a shout out to Dixie Normus in number 11. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G in the number 12 spot. We'll wrap this up. Philip, what you got going on this weekend, man?
Not too much. Gonna take it easy. Got a little bit of work tomorrow in the morning, but other than that, gonna stay inside and stay dry. AC5G, back to net.
Roger, roger, man. Well, it is that time. Congratulations to all of our players tonight for the Friday Night Trivia Net, but it's time to move over into the elimination round and kick y'all out so that you can start your weekend off right. For those of you who are new and haven't played, you don't have to be fast at this, you just got to be right, and the first time you're wrong, we're going to send you packing. So we're going to let the repeaters take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be on question number 1 of tonight's elimination round. So it looks like we've got 20 people that are hanging out with us in tonight's elimination round. So let's see how y'all do. This first one should be pretty easy. Question number 1. Which of these fast food chains is famously closed on Sundays? Oh, man. All right. 89% went with Chick-fil-A, 11% went with Sonic, one of those being Philip, which is super funny. All right, so let's see. Is it Arby's, Chick-fil-A, Sonic, or Whataburger that is closed on Sundays? Philip? It's Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is where it is. We got to send Mike, W7QAG home, and Philip, AC5G. Philip fat-fingered it and hit the wrong one. So, all right. Well, we still have 16 survivors, and that's quite a few people in that list. So, let's see. Oh, it looks like Sky got booted. That's, all right. Well, sorry, Sky. I guess we're going to have to call it a night for you as well, man. All right, question number 2. What series of TV movies bills itself as science fiction, action comedy, horror, disaster franchise? I would have had no clue. Let's see what y'all did. Sharknado coming in number 1, followed by Lake Placid, Battlestar Galactica. Nobody picked on the Chupacabra. So let's see. What in the world is a science fiction, action, comedy, horror, disaster? Yeah, Sharknado. That sounds about right. 9 people got that right. So that leaves us with 9 survivors. We got to say goodnight to Scott, KI5OBD. We got to say goodnight to all. My nephew, Fart Bucket, is no longer in the game, as well as Incognito, Ben, KI5YDV, Ernesto, KI5PZN. I'll see you tomorrow for breakfast, sir. Randy, N5YTT. Oh, and our buddy, Dixie Normus. Didn't make it through either. We're down to 9 survivors. Let's see how you do. On question number 3. What singer and choreographer is widely credited with creating the Running Man dance, later popularized by MC Hammer? Well, it's come down between Tony and Paula, and it looks like Tony is the winner. But if you pick Tony, you're the loser, because Paula Abdul is where it's at. That leaves us with 4 survivors, and we got to say goodnight to Joe, K5KUA, Jason, KB5MPJ, Chad, Laura, KI5OLG, and Steve and Pat, KG5LAA. All right, we're down to 4, and old Bill, W5ITZ, is one of them. Let's see if we can trick him up. Question number 4. What is the actual name of the Hanna-Barbera character commonly known as Hurricane Hippo? Well, we got 2 button clicks. Peter Potamus coming in first, Henry Hippo second. Nobody picked Pachyderm or Artiodactyl. So let's see, what is the name of the Hanna-Barbera character commonly known as Hurricane Hippo? Peter Potamus. Never would have figured that one out. Peter Potamus is it. We got 3 people that knew that one. Oh, and Bill was one of them. That means we got to say goodnight to Richard, W5SBD. Good night, sir. All right, well, we got 3 people. Let's see how they do at question number 5. All right, Bill, let's see if we can make it through this one. What tropical fruit flavor is the New Orleans Mardi Gras favorite hurricane cocktail? Oh, well, let's see. We got a 3-way tie between peach, dragon fruit, passion fruit, and papaya. Nobody picked papaya. So, is it peach, dragon fruit, or passion fruit? I guess we're going to find out. Is anybody right? Are we all going home? Oh, passion fruit is correct. And that means that Alex, K5KD5AJZ, is the winner of tonight's elimination round. That means we got to send Matthew, KI5VND home, as well as Bill, W5ITZ. Well, congratulations, Alex, KD5AJZ, for winning tonight's elimination round. Made it all the way to question number 5, so that's always good to see. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope you all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the great people over at the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, go check out the BBS, go have some fun in that thing. You can also check out the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, and the net check-ins. All that can be found on the website. Don't forget, this weekend is the AC5G Fox Hunt. If you're in the Austin area, come and play. All the details can be found on the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. Don't forget, next weekend, the TriviaNet will be automatic. There will be no me, so it might be better in your opinion. But the TriviaNet will be here. It will just be silent. So come and play. If you got nothing to do on Friday, I might even hop in there and have some fun. Don't forget also the Wind Down Net this Sunday at 7:30 right here on the Oak and the KA5D system. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Y'all be safe. Have a great weekend. It's supposed to be crappy here in Austin, so stay inside, stay warm, and we'll see you here next Friday for the Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.
Thanks, Rusty, from W5ITZ.
Have a good night, Bill. Good to hear you.
Thanks, Rusty. At least I redeemed myself from the ABBA round at the end. KD5, AJC.
Yeah, right, man. Congratulations on winning the elimination round, man. That was all you.
It was fun, especially for the first time. Thanks much, Rusty. Appreciate it. KD5.